It all began when Kathy, who was always trying to control everything, said I couldn't park in a spot on my own land. She said I was breaking some made-up HOA law and that I required her permission to park where I always have. She didn't realize that I rented the HOA's office space, which gave me power over the land in ways she could never have imagined. Kathy came up to me, brandishing papers in the air and saying that she could make these rules stick. She was loud, rude, and sure she could make me do what she wanted. I calmly told her that her statements were false and that she had a very wrong idea of what power is. I had all the paperwork I needed for my lease, the property lines, and my legal right to park wherever I wanted. Kathy wouldn't accept the truth, so she called her neighbors and even tried to get other HOA members to join her in saying that I was breaching some invisible regulation. I wrote down everything: the calls, the visits, the threats, and I even caught it all on security cameras. Every time she tried to take charge, it was carefully recorded and ready to be shown to the police if needed. Kathy then tried to make things worse by barring access to the area, attempting to force acquiescence through fear. I quietly walked out, showed her my papers, and told her that any intervention could be seen as harassment. I had jurisdiction over the area because of my lease, and she didn't have a legal right to it. She went from being sure of herself to being confused when she realized that her typical tricks weren't working. The more she attempted to be in charge, the more proof there was against her. There was now a permanent record of her overreach, with each step she took and each assertion she made showing how bold and reckless she was. It became evident that Kathy's attempts to scare people were failing badly as word spread among her neighbors. Her credibility fell apart, and the law would look closely at any future actions she tried to take against me. Officers and other officials who got involved immediately realized that her assertions were false, which further weakened her power. From that day on, if Kathy or her friends tried to mess with my property, parking rights, or leased areas, I would take them to court straight away. The lease, cameras, and paperwork made an unassailable barrier, so any attempt to threaten or harass was legally risky and strategically foolish. The lesson was clear: preparation, legal authority, and strategic documents are stronger than entitlement and arrogance. Kathy thought she could force me to do what she wanted, but her overreach simply showed how careless she was and put her at risk of being sued. Because in the end, knowing the law, having the right to do something, and being able to see what's coming can convert harassment into an opportunity. Kathy's attempt to tell me where to park turned into a lesson in how to be bold and prepared. My property was still safe, my rights were still strong, and her power was permanently taken away. Her overreach had run against the law and strategic planning and lost badly.